What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the table where everybody eat. Unless it's your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you don't be late with any updates. And while you at it, hit that like button for your boy, because here we are again talking about Applied Digital Corporation, ticker symbol APLD. And thus far from all the videos, in case you haven't seen them, check them out. But thus far from all the videos, our levels have been on point from roughly $4 and $7 to $15 back down to $11. And here we have it. So last week, after we had that massive run up from the news that CoreWeave had stake in them, later on Friday, CoreWeave announced that they had sold their stake in Applied Digital Corporation, which caused the stock to drop roughly 8.6% on Friday, June 13th, 2025. Now, although CoreWeave locked in two 15-year lease agreements with Applied Digital Corporation, projected to generate about $7 billion in revenue over their lifetime, in addition of having a warrant of up to 13 million shares of Applied Digital Corporation at about $7.19. Now, word hasn't got out that CoreWeave exercised those warrants, so say, or if there's going to be any offering from Applied Digital once CoreWeave sold out of their stake. And we also don't know if CoreWeave sold their stake in Applied Digital to reallocate capital towards some other type of infrastructure or partnership directly tied to what they do in the hyperscale GPU space and so on. Bringing me to the news that I ran across today on June 16th, 2025, roughly 15 minutes before the market opened. Applied Digital's cloud services business divestment looks promising. So now, if you guys are familiar when I've made my first video on Applied Digital Corporation, saying how they went from crypto mining to data centers, and they were looking to sell some of their assets, I guess you can say, to strengthen their balance sheet and things of that nature, it appears Applied Digital confirmed to sell its cloud services division, which is about 1/3 of their revenue. And selling the cloud unit is a corrective move once again to appease hyperscale clients, because if all of their hyperscale clients, which is involved in the cloud sector or the cloud space, I guess we could say, didn't like the idea that the place that they were leasing from was also tied into the same industry as them. Now, as you see from looking at the chart, we are currently trading at $11.63 in power hour on June 16th, 2025. And at this price right now, we are up roughly 4% on the day. However, year to date, Applied Digital Corporation, or ticker symbol APLD, is up nearly 48% year to date and 100% in the past month alone. Bringing me to the 4-hour chart. And as you see from the 4-hour chart, also, if you guys are familiar with the content, if you guys are in the Discord, you guys have me on X. Speaking of X, I'll put a link below in the description for you guys to follow me over on X or Twitter. And I give updates throughout the day on what I see in the market, certain levels. It's right here. I'm talking about QUPT, talking about APLD right there, which is what I'm about to tell you guys now. If you guys, again, have me on X or in the Discord, or if you guys have been following all of the content on Applied Digital Corporation, you know these levels yourself. But I'll put the link below in the description for X as well as the Discord, where I go a little bit more in depth in here on things. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to keep my community fed with certain things that I don't feed everyone else, on Twitter or on YouTube. But as you see here, we were talking about the royalty zone on a lot of stocks, QUBT, ACHR, and then here was over the weekend, Applied Digital. We talked about that, 1177 once again. Ticker symbol RZLV or Resolve AI. You guys get the picture. Link will be below in the description for X and the Discord. Now, as I was saying, if we can get above this 1177 area right here, the next area I want to target ideally, I know right here is the level of 1248. That was intraday trading prior to the massive breakout we had last week. But I do recall that 1218, I'm not sure where that's at, but I do recall 1218 or so being like a line in the sand up to 1242. So if we can hold above still $11.15, preferably maybe 11.23, but let's just say $11 psychological level and get above this 11.77, we got that $12 psychological level to get over. And from there, the numbers keep on going. But again, once we're over 11.77 and then over, let's just say $12.50, my target is at 13.15. And once we mount that, I am super bullish for continuation to the prior levels we had. Let's just say go ahead, maybe that 15.13 area from before. Jumping straight into the 30-minute time frame from the 4-hour, If we get anything to the downside, again, this 1080, I believe, or so is what held. But if we fall below that 1071 to 1022, even if the ideally we fall below $10, my first next area will probably be that 950. If not, maybe just be patient and be greedy and wait to see how low we go. If we could end up getting into this resistance area in 2023 to early 2024, which brings us where? $8.47 to $9.24. If we fall back into that area, that may be where I dip my toe to get some more shares of Applied Digital Corporation or go long with some call options. So that's what I have for you guys on APLD. Let's check it out over on Weeble with just the moving averages and see what we're looking at. All right, jump into Weeble, and we're currently on the daily chart. You see the level still holding up where right now we are right below this 1177. We held 1123. This here is at 1054. Now, if you look back, this is the area that we had, fell back below after we got our first initial pop up to that 1228. Now, removing the drawings and focusing on the moving averages, I'm not liking how we are currently trading below the 9 moving average on the daily chart. And then that 200 is right in my golden zone of $7.51 on the daily chart. Sliding down, let's just say to the hour chart. Our chart, we are currently under the 72, rejecting slightly just a bit. We got this hold right here. That's that $10.80 area. So what I would like to see at this point, again, the 72 is lined up with 1175, which is right below my 1177 area. That's on the 1 hour chart. The MACD does look good, like we could possibly continue on the hour. I forgot to look at, no, the 4 hour, I believe, or the daily, I believe, was curling down. Yeah, the MACD is curling down on the daily. Going down to the 15-minute, or maybe let's do the 30-minute intraday. We got the 200 overhead at around $11.90. But what I do like is the MACD going into positive, the 9 crossing and cutting above the 20 and the 72. And we got that slight momentum, but again, we got that 1177, which is lining up right about there to 1190. So that's what we're looking at on Applied Digital Corporation. Stay on the lookout. Although they're divesting from their cloud infrastructure, shall I say, all that does is just strengthen their balance sheet in addition to the money they're getting from CoreWeave and who knows what other companies will start leasing from them in the months to come. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Much love. We out.